Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm starting stream a little early today. I'm really excited just to get right into it and see how much rigging I can accomplish today. Let's go. Hi, everyone. Hello. Happy Wednesday to you all. I hope you had a good Wednesday. I hope you had safe Wednesday. Yeah, what a Wednesday. Yeah, my Wednesday was pretty good. I had a great morning and then I was very distracted all afternoon long. Now, I just want to preface this by saying I'm not going to talk about it. And if you're watching this in the future, if you're watching the VOD in the future or whatever, probably confused. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I don't know, man. What a fucking day. What a fucking day. But yeah, no, I had a good day today. I worked from home. Working from home is like my favorite thing ever cuz you can't beat that minute commute from the kitchen to your office. And that's probably why honestly I'm early today. I managed to like eat dinner and be done with dinner and then I was like, "Holy shit, I'm ahead of schedule. Let's start stream." Yeah. So hi Juffles. Hello. Welcome in, guys. Now, last stream when I ended, I was like, oh shit, we're gonna start on the Y angle. And we're gonna start on the Y angle soon because we're getting closer all the time, but I don't think I'm there quite yet because it's like I was thinking about it after stream and I was like, yeah, there's stuff that I'm worried that if I like, you know, if I say, oh, I'll just do it later, I might make it harder on myself later. So with that in mind, I'm just going to focus on like organizing and making sure everything. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Love the moisture off the side of the glass. But I'm going to make sure everything on the X axis or the X angle here is, you know, where I want it to be as far as like layering and placements and stuff. So we're really close. We're getting there. We're really close. So I'm just going to focus on that, get that stuff in a place that I like, and then finally move on to the next step. So we'll see how far I get today. But yeah, thank you for the hydrate redeem. Thank you, Captain. Hope you're having a lovely day as well. Okay. But yeah, I'm so like I should really go back to the VOD when I was starting to work on the X angle and see where it started from versus where it is now. Like I'm honestly so impressed with this, and it's just one angle. I have like at least like the Y and then the corners. Like damn. I'm enjoying the process so far and seeing how it goes. There's things I'm nervous about, of course, but like one of the things that I'm trying to tell myself again and again is that unless it's a problem, I shouldn't worry about it, you know? Oh, hi, Vola. Thank you so much for the lurk. Thank you. Because yeah, there's things that I'm like, am I doing this right? Am I making more work for myself? And it's just like, it's an issue because of I have a lack of experience with this program. And although YouTube tutorials are plentiful, you know, there's multiple ways to approach a problem. And I don't know if the way that I'm approaching my problem is the most efficient or if there's a better way or whatever. Hi, Meowie. Hello. Am I allowed to have some pumpkins for the factory? Yes. Yeah. For the Minecraft server, folks, I did make a pumpkin pie factory. It has pumpkin pies as well as whole ass pumpkins. So if you want pumpkins, please feel free, grab yourself a stack or however much pumpkins you want because it'll continue to make pumpkins. So yeah, everybody's welcome to it. Everybody's welcome. Yeah. Because eventually the two chests that I have there is going to get full, and then I'm going to have to like start putting pumpkins in the into compost. But it's not there quite yet. Though the first chest is starting to get up. It's starting to get up there just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do for sure is organize my file folders. And it's interesting because it looks like Head Z, for example, for some reason's inside of Frenzy Hair. I'm just gonna take that out of there. As well as the face. Because, like, everything in the Frenzy Hair folder should be Frenzy Hair, and that's it. In my mind. So, yeah. I feel like with all my copy pasting and stuff that things might have gotten a little unruly. So I got to do some organizing. And then once I've organized stuff, that's when I'm going to move some layers around to get hair placed where I want it to be placed. So that it's doing the stuff that I want it to do. But yeah, the side hair will be addressed before I move on to angle Y. Also, Meowie, I saw your message on the message board. It was kind of funny. I didn't notice it immediately because I walked up and then I wrote a comment for Avoca because Avoca and I have been like erecting lightning towers because I am collecting creeper heads. I want creeper heads, mostly because I wanted the creeper head pattern. And I realized you only need the one pattern. Once you have one pattern, you can reuse that pattern over and over again, which is awesome. So I have some extra creeper heads, but I do like, I like having more and more creeper heads. And the issue that I've noticed after, you know, going out during lightning storms to collect creeper heads, there's forest fires that have broken out. Part of the roof of my house has burned away. Avoca's forest like burned like twice. It's a problem. So yeah, we erected the towers. Which I hope helps. Avoca gave you a tour of the tree and you left that before you departed? Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Okay, so I think that is... Oh no, I'm looking in the wrong spot. Okay, so now it's looking kind of correct in that all of the pieces are in their proper places, I think it looks like. Okay. I miss the old fire physics when entire forests would go on fire. I'm kind of glad. I'm glad it's not that isn't happening. Because like a lot of my structures are made of mostly wood. And I know, like, you know, Avoca likes to build with pretty much all wood as well. So that would be catastrophic. So happy with your Halloween build. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Comic Wolf. Hi, everybody. Yeah. In case you missed it, I announced a Minecraft event because I want to get more people to play on the server, and I figured a Minecraft event might be a really fun way to encourage people if you participate. And basically, all you have to do is you have to join the server, find a spot, an approved spot, mind you, approved, and build a Halloween build. And if you do, not only will you get a unique Discord role for participating, but you'll have an entry into the drawing for a $25 Steam gift card to, you know, put it toward any game you want on Steam. I got to do a build as well. You're having Wi-Fi issues? Oh no! VTuber girl wedgies. Thank you for the follow. Hello. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. Wait, I'm gonna organize the hair. If I could win, I could switch it to a Twitch gift card. PC can't run Steam games. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Jeffles. I want to make sure it works for you. But yeah, I'm doing good as well. You know what my favorite part of today has been? 0 wedgies. That's my favorite part of today. Oh, it's good. That's how you know your day is good. That specifically, I don't know why. Why doesn't that have more of it? What is going on here? They're there and yet they're not there? What is happening? Oh, it's organized like this. Oh my god, what a nightmare. Pastor Ripley, why? Why would you do it like this? Thank you for the cat ears. 0 wedgies, damn. At least one is a good day. I have a brick of a PC. I'm saving for a new one. Oh. Okay. Well, I hope you're able to get a new PC soon, Jeffles. That's always rough. I've also been saving up for a new PC, and I need to do more research, honestly, because it's been a while since I've talked about it, but like in my mind for a while, I wanted to build myself a 2 PC setup, because I thought in my mind, my logic being a VTuber and stuff, that a 2 PC setup would be the most optimal. You can have like a PC that is the devoted video game machine, where you'll have all the games with the video card and the way to display it and all that stuff, and then you would have the streaming PC that would run the VTuber side of things and OBS and all that and that kind of thing, because I thought splitting it would be a good way of doing it. But I honestly don't know how common that kind of streaming setup is, especially in the VTubing community. I don't know. There's literally only one VTuber I know of that actually runs a 2 PC setup. Everyone else, I don't know. I don't know what they do. It's a mystery to me. So I might not do a 2 PC setup and just like upgrade my current PC into a new case. my beautiful pink case is so pretty. Currently, it's just an empty case because I haven't been able to do shit. But it's there. It's there. The one you want is a pre-build for 2300. Ah, I think you could do it. You could do it, Jeffles. I'm like, for sure. You could build your own for cheaper. Yeah, that's possible too. The downside of building your own is that you need a bit of knowledge. I will say, yeah, no, I completely understand, Jeffles. Like, that's how I would be as well. Where it's like I'm down for it, but I don't want to mess it up. I totally get that. But I wanna say, to the point of building your own PC, it is easier than you think, which is crazy. Because I remember being very intimidated. What was it? How many years ago was it now? because like the computer that I'm streaming from is a pre-built machine, and a couple years into streaming, the heat sink, the cooler inside completely crapped out during stream. Like everything started to stop working, and then when I checked the internal temperature of my computer, it was skyrocketed. It was way higher than it should have been. So I did some digging after stream and found out that something was faulty with the cooler itself. Thankfully, I could claim it under the recall or the warranty or whatever the heck had happened. Like, it was a thing that had affected not only my pre-built, but multiple pre-builts. So I reached out to the company. They sent me a new cooler system. The trick was I had to fucking install this thing myself. And not only that, while I was waiting for it to be delivered, this was my working computer as well for my day job. So not only for streaming, but for my day job, I needed this computer to work. So what I ended up having to do is, while I was waiting for the delivery, I went to my local computer store and bought a temporary cooling system that I could use while I was waiting. And I made sure I checked with them. I was like, okay, like, I have to buy this because this is temporary. Like, are you guys chill? Can I return this after? Like, what's the deal with this? Like, I'm trying to find a solution and stuff. So they reassured me that it'd be okay. So, the whole thing was very stressful to start out with, because you had to like open the computer, take out the old cooling system, and then put in this temporary one. It was the first time I have ever dealt with thermal paste. I've never dealt with thermal paste before. And for those who don't know, thermal paste is, it's a substance that sits squished between your, thermal paste, your CPU and the plate that will cool it and stuff. It stinks. I've never smelled it. I wouldn't want to. I'd be scared of the chemicals. But yeah, so it sits squished between the two, and it's supposed to like maintain cooling and all that stuff. And if you put too much of it and it spills over, it could fuck up your entire PC. If you get into the pins, which you shouldn't do, somehow, if you get into the pins or the mechanisms of the motherboard or anything like that, it could fuck up your entire PC. And that's really scary. So like, I did a bunch of research being like, how much do you put on there? How much should it be and stuff? And I have a skincare routine, and my skincare routine, like for my moisturizer, it's just like the size of a pea for moisturizer. So someone said like the size of a pea, and I was like, oh shit, yeah. I do moisturizer on my face. I know the size of a pea when it comes to like a creamy material. Hell yeah. So still nerve-wracking though. But I put the thermal paste in, installed the temporary cooling system, and it seemed to work. It was a Frankenstein thing because I couldn't like seal my case beautifully with this temporary system because it was stuck out the side. It worked beautifully though for the time I had it. And then when I eventually got the other cooling system that was supposed to replace the original one, I had to like figure it all out again. And it was a headache because they sent me like all these screws, all these brackets and stuff so that the CPU could sit into the base properly. But for some reason, it just was not lining up. Thank you for the hydrate radium. It just was not lining up. I Frankensteined it again. I used some of like the original parts from the old faulty one so that the new one would freaking work. And then I had to work with thermal paste again. Still nerve-wracking as all hell, but less stressful the second time around. Less stressful. And it seems to be working. Although, that all being said, I hear I've heard rumor that if you game a lot, if you put a lot of stress on your computer, you should be replacing your thermal paste like once a year or once every 2 years. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't replaced my thermal paste. I might be like a bad computer owner. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a bad computer owner. But all that to say, haven't replaced mine since got mine in 2018. I just say, like, check if you have a way of checking your internal computer temperatures, just check them. If the temperature's okay, then you're good, right? I think that'd be fine. But yeah, all of that to say, building a computer really isn't that complicated. Because like during that time, there was a lot of unplugging I had to do, and then like organizing and screwing and like putting things back together. It really helped me understand and appreciate the insides of my current setup and just how I guess whoever put it together for the pre-built like organized all the cords and stuff. But it was really easy to tell where everything kind of was. So it's doable, but I don't know. I can understand wanting to like just get a pre-built and not worry about that either. Totally understand that too. But that's why like I've had enough experience now for me. It's like, oh shit, I'm going to buy the pieces and then build my computer. I'm going to build it from the ground up. Yeah. Anyway. What a way to hydrate. Hi, Pegsy. Thanks for the hydrate redeem. Yeah, I make myself smaller when I do rigging streams. And it makes me tiny next to my hydrate redeem. This is how big I usually am. What? A little bit bigger. But then you don't get to see as much of the art, so I just shrink myself down just a little bit. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so like my question is like how can I move this stuff without moving it out of its deformer? And I feel like I should be able to move this without moving it out of its deformer. Yeah, that looks like it still stays in there, so that's okay. Cool. This will be a good test of concept. Build smear PC and don't regret it. Can easily replace parts if needed as well. Get a good understanding of what's needed and build it to your preference. Yeah. That's the neat part too. Part of the reason why I wanted like a PC and not a Mac is I like to upgrade parts as needed. So even though I have a pre-built, it's MSI, and I've made upgrades to it. Like I've increased the amount. I've changed. Actually, yeah, I replaced the RAM entirely. So yeah, it has different RAM in it. What else did I upgrade? Oh, I added a USB card as well. Because my God, especially when it comes to streaming, there just is not enough USB ports. There's just never enough USB ports. You can always grab more. It's kind of crazy. Okay, can I create a folder in Live 2D? I feel like if a folder exists, you should be able to make a folder. Oh, there's a show glue button. I'm gonna Google it. Oh, I would try out streaming if you got a PC that could handle it. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like, if you're getting a like a newer PC, you could absolutely do it, Jeffles. What kind of stuff would you want to stream if you did? Also, hi, Philly in. Damn, I'm liking his hair. Yeah, yeah. I'm organizing layers right now, but I don't know if you've seen Philly in, but look at this. This is my progress on, like, making him look left and right. I make him look left. I make him look right. Oh, I love it. It's coming together. But yeah, I just... I'm organizing stuff, but I'm also, you know, getting hella distracted. Thank you for the lurk. Alright. Live 2D. Can you create folders? Minecraft for sure, Probs Mario Kart, and some other games. Ah, so yeah, you need, in addition to a computer, your computer, you'd either need to get a capture card that would slot into the motherboard of your PC, or you can get an external capture card. That's the only other thing that you'd have to get. I have an external one and I love it. And the difference between external and internal is, I don't think there's much actually. One's just outside of your computer, and then one's permanently inside of your computer. That's really the key difference. I did it. I found it. Okay, it's called part. Is there any hair that I want to stay outside of the layer? Let's make this part. Ah. Okay, so start putting these things into these folders. Okay, this is a little weird, but there we go. Boo, boo, boo. But yeah, Jeffles, if you ever get to a part or where you're like, I have a PC and stuff, and you want to start streaming and all that good stuff, if you have any questions about that at any time, you know you can hit me up and I will help you out as best as I can. Cause yeah, I love streaming and I love helping out folks. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to create 2 folders. It should have to be like 1 and then 2, because there's some parts that I want to like, I want to tuck behind the side pieces as well. Also debating if you'd ever be a VTuber or get a normal cam. Ooh, be a VTuber. But either way, I mean, you could be a hybrid if you wanted to be. You could just be a face cam if you wanted. You could do anything. Okay, he's all right. That's placed where I want it to be. Don't know what your model of stream theme would be though. Not want to be a human? Yeah, being a human's overrated. Nah. Like, would you want to be like a creature, like a little guy? You could do anything. I think that's part, like, for me, that's part of the reason why I love being a VTuber so much is just the sheer creativity of it. It's funny now. It's just like, oh, it disappears. Whoop. You can see it on the right side. All right, so, all right, so. All right. Either a little guy or like a bird kind of model with a maybe a lemon man. Oh, that's so cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Already sounds like really cute and cool. Okay, yeah, maybe like two on top and two kind of in the back area and stuff, and then staggering them. Maybe. Let's just see what this looks like. Okay. Or you know what? Now that I see that sort of thing, I'm just gonna bring it all into one, I think. Although, like, yeah, but I'm definitely gonna have to edit the back of the head as well, because obviously I want to make it so that uh it swings out a little bit, because it makes sense when you think of a head and the head turns. Even though the front of the face is turning one direction, typically the back of the head then swings out in the opposite direction. And I feel if I have that kind of movement on Vittorio here, it'll help sell it a bit better. But I do like having the hair like that. Oh, whoops. Guess what I forgot to do? Haha, hoo hoo. Hello, Times Fair. It's interesting how I kind of made that one piece of hair just... maybe this one I can... Oh, that's interesting. I've somehow gone and messed it up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How did this one get all the way over there? How did that happen? Okay, hold on. Okay, it seems like it happened when I moved something around. It looked like. Okay, cool. Ruh-roh! It might be stuff that I edit back in Clip Studio Paint and then I add, because I mean, like, initially when I drew him I thought, okay, great, you know, drawing these little pieces here and then they'll move when I turn the head, no problem. And now that I'm in here I'm like, ah, this isn't working like I thought it was. Staggering them a little bit, like on the right side, seems to work. It doesn't look too bad on the right side of his face there. I'm gonna kill it because I want to try it again. The way that it looks is, it's a little strange to me. Uh-oh. Okay, so for me, I was just like, yeah, no problem. Just put it behind the face. Uh-oh. It's in front of the face. If I hide it in the hair, then no one has to know. Like that. I guess that kind of works. I don't know. I saw nothing. Maybe like stretch it out for that side. Yeah. But yeah, the this program is definitely intimidating. But even so, even if it is, uh, it's possible. I strongly feel like if I can figure this out, anyone can do this. You know? Yeah. Okay. Literally, all I feel like I'm doing for this section is I'm messing around, seeing what I like, and then just going with it. And I mean, I do like this more than just having like the four pieces boop 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 in a line up close next to the side of the face. I feel like staggering them is good. Um, this is like one of those instances where I feel like there's something I could do to make it look better as well. I'm just not sure yet. Like what I could maybe do is I could have it so that the four pieces of hair are still there at the front. And then maybe I just like duplicate it so that there's more behind it. And then when he turns, they come revealed or something. I'd have to think about it a bit more. But for now, this kind of works, I feel. I honestly do feel like staggering them like that makes it more interesting. but you can't have it. In your face, but you can't grab it. In your face, but you can't grab it. Hello, Fletch. Hi. Welcome in. Bonito. But you can't grab it. There you go. I think that's better. Not perfect. I might need to think about that a little bit more, but yeah, that's better. It's staggered. It looks like the side of the head is a bit more messy. A slightly more disheveled instead of just like the front of the hair and the back of the hair being pristine. Okay, so this piece of the hair, that way I might mess with it, but okay, I'm definitely going to hide. I need to hide the front part of. There we go. Get a clearer view of the side hairs. Okay, honestly, I think that hair, that one piece is fine. All right, so for these other pieces, I'm gonna uh mess with them. You okay, Annie? A smooth criminal. Okay, okay, okay. Annie, are you okay? Are you telling us that you're okay? Alright, this is... Okay. Alright. I'm just like working on it piece by piece. And then this side is simple. It's just squish it. Squish that cat. Squish that cat. Alright, so this is... Alright, next up, next piece. I feel so locked in. I'm like, yeah, I found the groove. It just sucks because, like, I'm not entirely happy with the final look, so I'm probably still gonna brainstorm ways that I can, like, tweak and mess with this until it's something that I'm happier with. But for now, I mean, it is still better than the original, in my opinion. Okay, okay, okay. I feel like the physics is going to be very weird. But it's fine. That's future Ripley's problem, I think. It's one of those things that I don't know. I don't know. I saw like a tweet talking about like deformers and how they're supposed to follow like the hierarchy, and I feel like I'm kind of following a hierarchy, kind of yeah, sorry future Ripley, but I mean this is all in the name of science and learning and stuff, and I mean ultimately even if I do end up going into a dead end where it turns out the way that I've approached this is completely off and wrong and there's a better way, I'm sure I'll run into that, you know? Or who knows, maybe this way is fine. Ha 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 ha. I think that one's okay. Okay, on to this piece. This piece. Yes. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Is this a personal project? Oh, that is an excellent question, Pegsy. Yes and no. It's definitely kind of a hybrid, a mix of both, for sure. And I'll explain why. It's definitely an excuse for me to finally learn how to rig models, for sure. Like I'm definitely using that as an excuse to get a better grasp of how Live 2D works, how a model is put together, how I can rig a model, and then I'm hoping, you know, those skills will give me enough confidence to actually like create myself a website and open commissions officially using these models as the initial sort of portfolio for my work. So in a way, yes, it's definitely personal because I want to learn these skills, right? But it is also for a group project because when I was coming out of treatment for the disease I was fighting, I had it in my brain suddenly that I was like, I want to do a Vampire the Masquerade roleplay on stream. And it can't just be the role play. Oh no, I want it to be a whole production. I want each player to have their own model to represent their vampire character, and and this vision just sort of popped in my head. So like each player would have their own character, then I would embody the NPCs, and then I would somehow make like scenes and stuff, because like there's so many assets for like VTuber scenes and stuff. Now, admittedly, a lot of those scenes are bedroom scenes, but there are some scenes that aren't in bedrooms. So I had in this mind where I'm like, yeah, I can run a vampire story, and it could be like my players are VTubers, and I'm also a VTuber, and it could be a new way to sort of like present a role play that is very scene focused. Thank you for the hat pats. A VTuber. Yeah. So I'm very excited, and my players have been incredibly patient with me because I honestly, like, I came to them with this idea, what was it, in 2024? May of 2024? Actually, I can find the exact date. Hold on. I want to know the exact date. How long have I put these boys through it from when I approached them to now? Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Processing. We've chatted a lot. Like, the first thing I planned with this stream is the Chronicle. The idea of it is that it's a one shot, but it'll take at least 4 sessions, maybe some more. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay. So I approached them in April of 2024. So yeah, I've been working on this project since April of 2024. I approached them. We had session 0 where we kind of got an idea of like what everyone likes in tabletop roleplay games. I love session 0s for that kind of stuff, especially in Vampire, because Vampire deals with a lot of like mature themes and stuff. Like, it's very important for me. Like, I want my players to be comfortable no matter what. So we hashed out all of the session 0 stuff. We hashed out kind of ideas for stories and stuff that they wanted, that they would like to do. And then I told them, I was like, get into a video game with a character creator in it and create a character to sort of like make a design for your eventual vampire. And they did. They each found a video game creator and then got me a reference to use as a base for the designs, and it kind of went from there. So yeah, from there I drew initial sketches for each of the characters to see if they liked it or if there's any kind of tweaks that they wanted me to make, and then from there I went over it again with a more like finished pass. And then from there I made them into VTuber models that you see today. But yeah, this project has been a lot of fun so far. A lot of fun. But I have to stress that it's also been time consuming, and I know I've said it, but I'm endlessly grateful for the patience of my players. They're so patient. I appreciate them because yeah, I don't know if I could do this again is the downside. It is a downside because like initially when I came up with this idea, I wanted to, and I still want to, because like not only do I want to run this game for these guys for like these 4 sessions that I kind of have in my brain, but I wanted to run other Vampire Chronicles for other VTubers in the community as well. Like I love Vampire the Masquerade. It is such a fun system. And I just love vampires in general. So I just like the idea of like creating a sort of like world in which all of these characters exist and how they interact with each other, and what stories can be created in that kind of setting. Like that stuff, like I fucking love that stuff. But creating models is a lot of work. It really is. It's very worth it though. But yeah, it just takes a lot of time. So if I were to do this again, I would probably I'd probably, honestly, I'd just be like, hey, let's just get like pre-made models or something. I don't know. Or maybe I would do it again. Who knows? Who heckin' knows? But I would love to run this with more VTubers, honestly. Like, I really think that would be so heckin' fun. But yeah, I'm also I also nope, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, no, okay. I want to run more vampire games. I want to learn how to rig models. I want to open up commissions. And when I think about commissions, like I want to open up, I want to be able to offer rigging services, and also would like to offer drawing services. Because I can say, like, doing this so far, rigging is fun. I am enjoying it. I am. I also really enjoy the process of drawing models as well. Okay, there we go. Let's see it all together. Cause yeah, I think, yeah, I may make tweaks later, but for a base, I think a link is serviceable. Now, the back of the head still looks weird. I still need to make tweaks to the back of the head. I haven't even touched that. But that's just one piece. So I've had to make tweaks to that later. I don't think that'll be a problem. And once I, honestly, like once I mess with the back of the head a little bit, I think it's gonna look complete, honestly. I feel like that's the only part that looks a little strange. Oh my god, you guys. He's looking left and right. All right, it's official. It's official. It's official. It's official. Oh my god, I can't believe he redeemed the goblin voice. Also, hello, Chinese letters. Ah, I should probably go like this, and I should go like ah. I feel like this is appropriate for a goblin voice. I haven't practiced my voices very much. I know it sounds like Elmo and like Stitch had a baby. I am well aware. People have told me that in the past. Well, you're not wrong. How are you doing, Chinese Legolas? Maybe throw in a little Jar Jar Binks? Oh no! Not Jar Jar Binks! Sorry, that repulsed me so much! Okay. No! I don't want to read that! No! No! Doing okay? Awesome! Psych has told me not to go to work till next Friday. And suddenly I'm relaxed and not panicking. And everything isn't terrible anymore. Hey, that's great. Nah. Nice! Okay. I am officially looking into the tutorial that I've been following to teach me about the Y angle la la la. Okay. Okay. Alright, the tutorial that I am following is from rather, a YouTuber slash VTuber called Merely Woofei. Now, I want to make sure I say the name clearly because it's pretty cool that this person put this tutorial together. So once again, the name of the person I'm following is named Merely Woofei. So, let me see. I think I could go like this. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is exciting. We're doing XY. I have made so many deformers. I have no idea if it's too many. And also, I'm not sure if they make sense. But once again, that's future Ripley's problem. I will, we'll figure it out later. And hopefully, if it is a problem, I can fix it. Yeah. Yeah. Fix it good. Fix it real good. Okay, I'm just squishing up all of the parameters. I'll probably have to explode them up in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Get it back all up to head XY. Because they say that with head XY, we begin by moving angle Y down. And then we take head XY and we move it down. Oh my god. Okay. This is scary. Scary! It might be too far down. Okay, so the idea is I lower it and then I need to angle it. It definitely looks a little cursed, doesn't it? Okay. I can't wait for one of the updates coming to Live 2D. Apparently there is symmetry sort of parentheses, or you can manipulate it symmetrically or something. Ha! Hello, Shadow Wolfpack Leader. Hi. We gotta redeem for a voice. That's why I sound like this. Haha. I came back from washing my face and Ripley is missing her lips. Yeah. Ah. I'm just trying to eyeball it to make sure I'm staying even, but this is kind of hard to tell. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a grid. Oh, grid is helpful, yeah. Just wait till you hear Toad. Yeah. Yeah. Toad even gets, it's just a little extra. Hello, Fletch. Body mode, row. No, come back. Come back. Hold on. You can't hide from my bite. I could eat you up. I don't bite very hard. Why does my eye do that? Hold on. Haha. Okay. Okay. Never noticed there's ghosties in your eyes? Yeah! It's some of my favorite details in my eyeballs. Hold on. I'll zoom in again. Boom. Wait. I'll zoom in again. Boom. Yes. Take a long, deep look into my eyeballs. Yeah. Yeah. My eyes are filled with souls. And I also really like how they're animated. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be downstairs where I can hear like 5 minutes if you're still going with that. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They say the eyes are the window to the souls, but that's what kind of where I keep. That's where I keep people. Some people joke that they're trapped in my basement, but little do they know that the basement is actually my eyeballs.
Okay. Wah! I don't know why the transformation was so crunchy, but here we go. We're back. We're back. We're back. Thank you for the voice redeem. I haven't done a voice redeem in so long. It's been a little while. It's been a little while. Okay. So we officially begun XY. And I may have
Oh my god, you guys.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it is Hana. Hey. Hi Hana, hello. Ghosts are floating in. Hello all you lovely ghosties. Hello Kit Kiss. Hello Epic Assassin. Hi God Goku. Hi Captain. Hello Itobot. Hi everybody. How are you guys heckin' doing? Ooh, Resident Evil 6. How was Resident Evil 6 with Sky? Did you guys have a great time? More progress? Did you play with Leon, my boy? My boy whom I love. I hear Bat Country. I approve. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ghosts are floating in. Hi, everybody. Oh, hi, Morphe. Hi, everybody. For those who don't know me, my name is Ripley Boo. I am a ghost of VTuber on a journey to creativity.
Oh my god, you guys.
Oh my god, it is Sky. Hi, Sky. Thank you for the raid. Hi. How was Resident Evil 6, you guys? I hope you guys had so much fun. Once more, my name is Ripley Boo. I am a ghost VTuber, and I am on an artistic journey to create a VTuber. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 VTubers from top to bottom from the start, where I drew them and designed them with the players that will eventually puppet them all the way to the rigging process, which I am currently on. I finished... I say that with giant air quotes. Giant air quotes. I finished the X and Y angles for this guy's face. Hold on, I have to burp. Okay, hold on. All right, let me show you guys quickly, because you probably have to raid and run. Yeah, well, let me show you. I love you, Hana. But yeah, look. He can look left and he can look right. Now there's still some more tweaking I gotta do, but like the front of the face, I'm like, I feel so proud of that. I feel so, he can look left and right. And I have officially begun working on the up and down part. So that's where I currently am. I hope you have a great rest of your night, Hana. Thanks for raiding on in. I hope you'll have a lovely night's rest. Yes. You should be proud. Thank you, Kate Kiss. Yeah, it's a lot of progress, and I'm having so much fun, and I'm so jazzed to finally be on the up and down. So you guys came at a wonderful time. Sky as well, if you gotta raid and run, I completely understand. Do what you gotta heckin' do. Self-care is very important, but I really appreciate that you guys stopped by. I hope you guys had so much fun. I hope you guys had a good time over at Hana and Sky's stream. I'm just vibing over here. Also, another voice redeem was redeemed, and I didn't want to do it during the raid because I wanted to make sure I didn't sound sarcastic, because when I do Valley Girl accent, I sound very sarcastic. So yeah, but we're gonna do it now. We're doing it now. Gosh darn it. And yeah, so I'm following this tutorial by Merely Wu Fei, and I'm having a really good time so far. So, what do you think, Chinese Legolas? Okay, they're squishing down everything. Now, I feel like maybe I squished mine down way more than they did in the video, but I don't know, man. It's like, do what feels right, right? And this just feels right. At least for now. I might need to make some tweaks. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, though. It's just like this one simple movement, and like, holy shit, he's already looking like he's looking down. That's really freaking cool. I know I lifted up the corners. I probably have to like lift these up a little bit. I'm excited for when they add the symmetry tool. Magic. Hell yeah. Do do do. Okay, yeah, that's looking a little crazy in the middle of the face. It's too much. We need to like pull it back a little bit. I love it though. It definitely still looks a bit weird, but okay. Once again, I want to be careful because yeah, my first instinct on like this initial thing is to like go fucking like buck fucking wild, right? Like I just want to like make his face look like he's looking down and stuff. But I realized and I noticed that in the tutorial, she doesn't go as ham as I do, which I feel like is fair. Because like what I learned from angle X, for example, is you kind of want to like go like little bit by little bit, and then you just sort of like make more tweaks to each of the deformers down the line as you go. Because yeah, if you go ham out of the gate like this, certain angles and things can look crazy, and you don't want that. You don't want that. God, 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 you gotta get off PEI. What the heck is going on in PEI? Now, to me, this doesn't look like too much, but we'll see. I'm nervous now. Okay, so for the other side, does she pull it up? Okay, so it looks like no, the head doesn't like move up for up, which makes sense. Oh, I say as I immediately move the angle up. How interesting. Okay, I think I need to move the head up a little bit actually, because it looks like from like staring at us like dead on like this to looking up, there's not a lot of movement, right? Okay. Okay. Let us move it up. Oh. Move it up. Not a crazy amount, like a little amount. Yeah, that little bit of movement helps a lot, right? Still doesn't look like he's looking up too much. But like I don't have very much like looking up. I don't think a lot of VTubers do. VTubers are like gamers. We don't look up. We just don't. Ah, it's kind of looking that way, right? He's looking. Now, I don't know. I don't know if like gamers not looking up is like a reference to something. I don't know. If it is, please let me know because I might be absolutely ignorant in that respect. But like I have a personal experience with that sort of thing because like I did an escape room on my birthday and one of the puzzles were lights that was like in the ceiling and you had to look up at the ceiling and notice these little flickering lights which like revealed how a puzzle would be solved, right? I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it at all. And I wasn't the only one because it was me and 7 other people in this escape room. Me and 7 of my friends in this escape room, all working toward this. None of us noticed the lights on the ceiling. None of us. None of us thought to look up. And there was a clue because there was like a pressure plate on the floor. And when you would step across this pressure plate or stand it or whatever, all of the lights in that particular part of the escape room would dim and then sort of flicker back on. And that was supposed to draw our attention toward the ceiling. It didn't. We had to like ask for a clue because we were kind of stumped. And they were like, aha, yes, there is something on the ceiling. We all looked up and we're like, oh my God, we're all so stupid. Oh, we all felt silly, but yeah, oh my, it was so fun. So fun. Hello, Fletch. We are doing angle XY. He's looking down. He's kind of looking up. I'm kind of worried all I really did was like I squished his chin. You're doing fish? Yeah. Nice thong. Sick thong, bruh. Now he looks kind of weird. Am I crazy? He looks strange. Why is Danger Zone vaguely Celtic? That is a good question. Let me fix that. Oh, it was a remix for the show Archer. There you go. All right, I want to listen to Queen of the Damned. Thank you for the Hydrate Redeem Holy Icon. Thank you, thank you.
Ooh.
Ah, squirrel. Oh,
Burned myself with a soldering iron. How's your night going?
what? I hope you're okay. What the hell? Thank you for the 23 months. My night's going much better than yours. I haven't burned myself on anything. Jesus Christ. I working on angle Y now. We're looking up and down now officially. I hope you get some, like, I hope you ran it underwater. Hope you got some, like, I don't know, aloe. I know that's for sunburns. I don't know if that's for good for burns. Holy shit. I hope you're okay. Okay, be real with me, guys, and it's okay. Looking down, I think that looks all right. Looking up, it looks a little strange, right? It looks a little off. I feel like it's like the space between the nose and the eyes. And if I pull this down, it just makes him look even worse. He looks sad, worried when he looks up. Right, yeah, you're right, yeah. Got some aloe. Wasn't that bad. Just actually touched the iron while trying to take a broken power adapter. Oh my god. Aloe is good for burns because it adds moisture. The big issues with burns is tissue desiccation and electrolyte imbalance. Aloe helps. Ah, okay, great. Fucking love aloe. Aloe is like my go-to whenever I get a sunburn, for real. Okay, so maybe the solution is just like move it up a skosh more. Yeah, that's like just moving the neck sells the looking up a little bit, because yeah, I don't want to angle his face too much. I think that was my issue. think for a first attempt, I think that's better. He still looks sad, worried, but that's the shape of his eyebrows, which I will make adjustments for. Okay, you know what I haven't done all stream? Save my work. I'm saving my work. I'm officially saving. Yeah, the mouth looks better. Yeah, slight adjustments, slight adjustments. We're gonna do a double save just because. Too much of a gamer to let a little burn slow me down. Ah, yeah, I love that attitude. Yeah, I saved. I need to make it like remind me to save redeem, because like this is 2 streams this week where I've just been like, oh yeah, I should save. Thank God I haven't like lost my work. Okay, we got the start of looking down and looking up. It's not that bad. Okay, what's the next? Okay, so now we're going to the face. This person works really fast. Like they'll mess with the divisions and stuff. Okay, so we have the face XY. Okay, and she squishes it up to show off the shadow underneath. Okay, which makes sense. Okay, cool. Well, there's a problem. Well, actually, it's not a problem, actually. This would make sense. Does that squish the mouth for her, though, too? Okay, yeah. That definitely squishes the mouth. Okay, I will need to tweak the goatee. I hate when like I want to just go up and down. I use the shift key a lot for this particular part, but then it wants to wiggle. It wiggles oh so slightly. Oh fuck, I didn't save over 2 hours. Yeah, it's not fun. Yeah, I'll add that because it'd be fun. More ways for you guys to interact with me, which would be cool. Save icon is an example of modern hieroglyphics. The younger generation has never had to use an actual diskette, but they know that the image of one means, oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Because it's still a diskette in general, isn't it? Ah, I didn't even realize. Okay, this is why like you have to understand. I'm an 84-year-old ghost, right? I'm an 84-year-old ghost. I remember floppy disks. I remember floppy disks when I remember seeing like a few floppy disks that were actually floppy. But I don't even remember what those were frickin' used for. Oh wait, like really old computer games, I think. Like the oldest computer games you could ever imagine. Oh my god. And then the floppy disks that weren't floppy. 5-inch floppy disk. Yeah. When you think the universal cutoff is doing what it was a floppy disk. Yeah. 26 and you still use them. You use floppy disks still? That's cool. That's cool. There was like a couple games like when I was like the smallest of children that I had on floppy disk. We were able to like buy them from like the drugstore or something. They would have them in a bin. And I remember this one game, I don't like, it had a weird name. And I don't know if the name would get me canceled, honestly, but I don't feel like, I don't think it will, but it was a race. It was a horse race betting game. Unfortunately, this game didn't have anime girls in it. I like to imagine if it was remade today, it would be the horse race game. But it was a horse race betting game. It was just like these itty bitty pixels that looked like horses, and you would place bets on them, and the horses would always have really fun names. I enjoyed it. And it was fun because you could just you make bets and you try to win as much fake money as you could. It was a good time. Hi, Rami. Hello, Rami. Look, Rambam. Look, I can make him, I'm starting to make him look down and up, Rambam. Yeah. Typing turtle. Oh my goodness. Reading rabbit, I think was another game I remember. I played that one in school. But yeah, I take for granted that it's dead tech for the most part. Fletch still uses them, so they're not completely dead. But yeah, they never got updated for the longest time. I think it's just like since the age of time, since computers were a thing, floppy disks were a thing. Henceforth, the save icon will be a floppy disk. God. Still have a few for old Mavica camera. I don't even know what that is. That sounds cool though. Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, let me just make some more tweaks with the face. Because I feel like I want the shadow to be there. That's for sure. But if I just squish up the middle part, it looks weird. And part of the weirdness is like the bottom of the goatee, which I will tweak. But the main issue I have isn't that. The main issue I have is it's like the space between like his mouth and his nose is getting too squished. And then that's what's looking strange to me. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, the space of the mouth doesn't look as strange there. I think that looks okay. Yeah, the shadow coming up when he looks up, though, that does help sell the effect, I think. That does look cool. Oh, is it early digital camera? Okay. Oh my gosh, early tech. It's crazy to think of like all of the tech that like we've been through, right? Like, hold on, I just want to like snooze this ad. I don't want to send you guys into ad hell while I start this line of convo because I think it's really interesting. Because like, I feel like I don't like technology to me, it feels like it has to go faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster, right? Because I can think of like all these things. Things like technology that like was used at a certain point in time, and then I don't think they're used anymore. The last dial-up landline-based internet service ceased this year. Okay, well, good to know some things lasted. I would have thought that would have gone out much sooner. But like when you think of music, right? Like you think of records, and I think vinyls slash records, they've entered like a kind of timeless sort of space, which is interesting because like I've never had a record player, but they'd be really cool. But there's like the records slash the vinyls, right? That's still kind of a thing that's still around. But 8-tracks, does anybody have a freaking 8-track? Cassette tapes, those are pretty dead. At least I haven't seen a cassette tape in what is a cassette tape? You know what I mean? Cassette tapes, VHS, even CDs. Like CDs are kind of like a dead thing, right? Like everything is digital. Everything is increasingly becoming more and more digital. I know they're trying to do that with like video games as well, but I'm like I love my physical shit too much. If I buy a video game, unless it's a PC, I think PC games are the only games where I'm just like, okay, I only have the digital license for that game. But if I'm buying it for a console, I gotta have it physical. I gotta have a physical copy. Ripley, all the stuff you're naming is stuff you use daily. Really? That's awesome. Really? Fletch, do you have a talk boy? Do you have a talk boy? You got cassettes for the Ghostbusters soundtrack and Queen? Hell yeah, squirrel. I still have all of my CDs. And I mean, my car still plays CDs. But like, if you wanted to buy a CD, I don't know if anyone makes CDs anymore. If you have VHS camcorder, oh yeah, that would have been so cool to have. I can go buy CDs and brand new albums like bands from Cleopatra. Ooh. Tempted to run outside and check what others you have on hand. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like honestly, I curated my CD collection and kept it in one place because of a video game. What is it? One of my favorite PlayStation 2 games, which I should really play on stream on at some point. I have to play this game on stream because I love it. I poured so many freaking hours into it that it would be fun to start again from scratch with my adult brain and my actual like good game know-how. I was a dumb kid. I was a dumb kid who didn't know the tips and tricks of my favorite video games, but I know now. But Monster Rancher 2. Monster Rancher 2 works on like you get monsters from playing or from putting your music discs inside the PlayStation, and then it reads it and spits out a monster. And I became obsessed that I bought a book so that I could put all my CDs into it and then label them based on what monster I would get from the discs. And I even bought some music just because I knew it would get me secret monsters that I wanted. I bought Beastie Boys' License to Ill solely because it gave me a worm monster that looked like a subway train. That was the only reason. I don't hate Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys is great, but yeah. It's a great CD, but I just wanted the monster the most. That was my main motivator. Fucking love worms. Worms in Monster Rancher are so good. I can show you guys. Favorite PS2 games are Star Wars Battlefront 2, Transformers based on the Emerauda cartoon, and Biker Mice from Mars. I didn't know they had a video game. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Boom. There's my boy. This is it. You see it? You see it right beside me there? That was it. That was it. I was like, I need to have the worm that looks like a fucking train. I must have this worm to raise as my child. Yes. Yes, my child. PS2, Kill All Humans, Final Fantasy X, and Gundam Journey to Jaburo. Those are pretty solid. Those are pretty solid picks for sure. But yeah, Monster Rancher 2 was a PlayStation 1 title. But PlayStation 2, I played so much. Like, even though I had PlayStation 1 titles, I played the PlayStation 2 way more than my PlayStation 1. Favorite titles for the PlayStation 2 for me: Monster Rancher 2, Silent Hill 3. There was others. What was it? There was like Neverwinter something. Like never that fuck. Shit. It's been so long. What the shit was that game called? It was like an RPG. I talked about it on stream earlier too, and I think I remember the name of it at that point. Champions of something, Heroes of something. Fuck, what was that game called? I cannot remember the name of that game, but there are parts of that game that are forever ingrained in my mind. Like it was like Diablo. It was like there was inventory, there was levels, there was adventure, there were decisions that you would make in that game too. That was really fun. And the thing that is ingrained in my memory is the mermaid character who would give you quests for whatever reason. She was designed with a thigh gap. They gave this mermaid a thigh gap. What the frick was the game called? This is gonna hurt my brain until I could remember that. But anyway, yeah, there was a mermaid with a thigh gap in that game that I can't even remember. But yeah, there was that game. There was Jade Cocoon. Jade Cocoon fucking slapped. Love Jade Cocoon, though that was a PlayStation 1 title. Twisted Metal 2, Twisted Metal 3, Final Fantasy X too, funnily enough. I played so much of Final Fantasy X too. Never played Final Fantasy X. Loved Final Fantasy X too, though. Loved the art direction of that game a lot. Welcome back, Icon. Welcome back. Didn't get to finish 10 too. Oh, that sucks.
Oh my god, you
Oh,
guys.
oh my god, it's a raid, you guys. Hi, Grand Lorian. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a lovely stream. Hope it was a great time. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Ripley Boo. I'm a ghost VTuber on an artistic journey to rig models that I have drawn for an eventual roleplay of my own. How was your Dungeons and Dragons game, Grand Lorian? I hope it was amazing. Guys, if you haven't checked out Grand Lorian, please do. Skeleton VTuber who does Dungeons and Dragons content. I will eventually be doing Vampire the Masquerade content, and I'm excited. I just need to finish these models. Anyway, where's that? I was rigging up and down. I'm rigging, but we're also talking about PlayStation 2 games that we loved. And just like older technology in general, but man, so many good titles for PlayStation 2. I honestly lump PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games in one because of the backwards compatibility. So as far as I'm concerned, PlayStation 1 games are PlayStation 2 games. As far as I was wearing down the one desert boss that you had to fight multiple times, but my PS2 got rehomed while I focused on classes. Oh my goodness. My one PlayStation died. And I think it died because I took it on planes. I think the scanner that it ran through killed my PlayStation. Because it worked fine. And then I would take it on trips with me. And then suddenly it wouldn't work so good anymore. Either that, or I just wore my PlayStation 2 out because I played it. Not only did I play lots of games on my PlayStation 2, I watched a lot of movies as well. I really enjoyed that it had a DVD player, and I abused that DVD player so much. If anybody else handled the case you carried it in, I'd be suspect of that. Oh, no, it was on the carry-on. Because, yeah, I would never have put it on to the checked luggage. There's no way I could trust anyone to take care of it that way, right? So if I brought my PlayStation 2 with me on trips, I always had it in my carry-on luggage. But they got to go through the scanner, right? Okay, I'm just sort of like trying to eyeball the distance between things, and I think it looks okay. It just looks weird because he looks sad. He looks sad in this one. So again, I'm just gonna trust the process. Trust the process. Remember the PS3 scare because of the government thought people were using them to build missiles? No, what the fuck? My God, PlayStation 3 was the one console I skipped. For that, I remember for that specific generation, I went into Xbox. I was an Xbox 360 girly. I had an Xbox 360. Here's poor Ripley, unaware. Might have been grabbed for it, yeah. What is this, miss? A bomb? No, it's just a PlayStation 2. I just want to take my PlayStation 2 with me on the plane in a post 9/11 world, please. Maybe that's the situation. Oh, I noticed. Okay. What if I poured this down a little bit? Oh, God. Oh, God. Nope. If I pull that down, that has to be like the slightest. Oh, I like that one more. I like, okay, that looks good. That looks good. Played Halo 3. You know what's funny? I had Xbox, but I did not have Halo. I think, honestly and truly, one of the biggest selling factors of the Xbox 360 for me was the forever video game of my heart, Deadly Premonition. Love Deadly Premonition. What a fucking game. I'll never forget the day that I went into my my local GameStop and I walked right up to the guy. I didn't see it on the shelves, but I was gonna shoot my shot. I asked him, I was like, "Sir, do you have a copy of Deadly Premonition?" And this guy behind the desk smiled this huge smile at me like he had been waiting for someone to ask, and was like, "Yes." And he threw open this cabinet and it was filled with copies of Deadly Premonition, and I was so happy. I was so excited. So happy. So surprised they never made a Battlefield style Halo game. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, you can play all the different. Yeah, why haven't they? That seems like a no-brainer. Back with the full list. Aha! Hunting High and Low, Queen's Sheer Attack, Ghostbusters original soundtrack, Michael Jackson Thriller, nice. Top Gun Motion, nice. You love that game, High Lord Terra fan? Yes. Fucking love Deadly Premonition. Deadly Premonition, so fun. So fun. Eventually, I want to do another playthrough where I like 100% it with all of the quests, because I never have done all of the quests in Deadly Premonition. I did do more of them the last time I did a playthrough, but I still didn't do that 100%. There's a lot in that game, and a lot of the quests are like locked to chapters where if you don't do it in a certain chapter, you're shit out of luck for doing it later. That's just how it is. Still have the whistling song as your alarm? Yeah, I have some of the sound effects as alerts and stuff. Do I have any sound effects on my board? Hold on, we're just gonna go on a little adventure. Nope. That's just my name. Nope. All right. Nope. Oh, nope. That's Metal Gear Solid. And this isn't it either. Yep. Okay. But I do have sound effects as redeems. Good night, Fletch. I thought it was for Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. I've never played Oddworld, but I'm familiar with it. I always thought the art was really cool. Watched a Let's Play of it for all of my second year of uni. Was that Let's Play done by Super Great Friend, perhaps? I was waiting for the Ripley one. Save your work. I will. Thank you for the lurk, holy icon. Super Great Friend, bro. You are the goat. No, I just know very specific moments of internet culture. And you and me, we're connecting. That's great. Holy shit, that's fucking awesome. Oh my god. No, Super Great Friend is also awesome. Loved his Let's Play of Deadly Premonition, but that's not my favorite Let's Play from Super Great Friend. Ooh, exclamation join to get on the second dungeon, by the way. My favorite Let's Play from Super Great Friend, hands fucking down, Illbleed! It's Illbleed. It's fucking Illbleed, dude. I go back like every few years. I'm just like, shit, man. I gotta go back and I gotta rewatch all of the Illbleed Let's Play again. It is an event for me. I fucking love it. I've never played that game. I never owned a Dreamcast, and I don't think Illbleed came out on any other system other than the Dreamcast. So like, fuck, dude. No chance of playing Illbleed, but watching a great friend play Illbleed is so freaking cool. You have it on your Dreamcast? That's awesome. That's awesome. If I had a Dreamcast, I would love that game so much. That game is like, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's like up there with one of the games that I really wish that they would make a remake of, honestly. Because then I would love to play it. I would love to play it. Ooh, Jeffel's got something cool. Actually, let me check. Sometimes they, you know, they release stuff on Was that 2 hours ago? Ah! Someone invited me to play Bongo Cat. I'm a basic bitch, and my let's player of choice is 2015 Markiplier. No, Markiplier is based as well. Did I say Markiplier? Markiplier! Markiplier is good too. Yeah, Super Great Friend was really great at the these let's plays that were really niche. Really niche. I would highly recommend it, the Illbleed one. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I convince my friends. I'm like, listen, we have to play. We have to watch this let's play. You have to see this game. This game is insane. Yeah, I know it's not on Steam. Damn. His Shadow Man let's play is great as well. I don't think I watched the Shadow Man one. I need to check that out. I need to check that one out for sure. There was one that he did based on, it was an AMV video game. I don't even know that. No, it's not an animated music video. What is it? Live action. It was a live action one, and like it had this guy who would do these like really dramatic like head turns for when he would look at a different direction. FMV. Yeah. I forget what the game was called, but he was like whenever someone would select the option to like look to the way, he'd be like, oh, I have to look right? It was good stuff. It was good stuff. Oh, I gotta look to the left? Hell yeah, dude. I have not made much progress. I've been having way too much fun yapping with y'all. Okay, again, I'm probably gonna have to like judge the details, but just looking at his head shape and the space between his nose and his mouth and the nose with the eyes, I don't think it looks too strange. So we're gonna go with that and make more movements as we go. I think outside of DP Let's Play, I love Laser Lord's LP. He did. Oh, they're so like, yeah, Illbleed and DP are the ones that stick out in my brain the most. I'd have to check the other ones, because yeah, he's done so many now. So much heckin' good stuff. Illbleed though, man. Illbleed. What a heckin' game. Okay. Oh, I didn't even have the thing on, which is fine because there's an ad. But it looks like more or less the goal is to make little adjustments here and there. There's also moving of the bangs and stuff, which I will have to do. Why is it maxed? There's like a volume slider, but for whatever reason, the volume slider is maxed. That's so weird. What the hell? Yeah, it's not at the max. What the hell? Are they putting the volume slider behind a paywall too? YouTube, what the fuck? Make sure to save often. I'm gonna save. I'm saving. I did it. I saved. I'm saving again. Laser Swords was a claymation game on the CDI, but it feels so unique. Oh, yeah, the CDI. CDI was like, that was low-key a console I wish I had, you know? Because when I hear about the games for that system, one, the games sound buggy as fuck. But despite being buggy as fuck, they were also like extremely charming. Like, I want to play the Zelda games for CDI. Wow. Oh, okay. So for uh this really, it's really simple. This person's just like, she moved the bangs, she moved the face, and she was like, great, I'm happy with it. Now I'm going to synthesize the corners. I'm like, oh shit. I don't think I'm ready for that. It's yours, my friend, as long as you have the rupees for it. Yeah, I want to play that game so much. All those animations looked freaking cool. Freaking cool, man. Okay. So maybe because of this. Hi, Lord Seraphan. Thank you for the follow. Maybe angle Y isn't going to be as scary as angle X. Dude. Cause yeah, I guess it's not swinging as much as like left and right. Okay. I'm just playing around. I say messing with something where I realize the keyforms weren't there. God damn it. Now they're there. That's just kind of fun, even though that looks silly. This is always the thing that takes the most time on a model, I think. Not just getting the head turns, but getting to not look flat at any point or deformed. Yeah. That's kind of the takeaway that I took too. And the other thing that I'm trying not to feel too nervous about, but it's really difficult not to feel nervous, is I'm not sure how things are going to look once I apply physics. I'm worried things are going to get weird once I apply physics. And if it does look weird, my only other concern is not knowing how to fix it. But it's just one of those things. I'm not there yet, and it's not a problem yet. So I'm just like, shut up, Ripley. Calm down. Everything gonna be okay. Is the face all one piece? Like, are the eyes, nose, mouth different parts? Yes. Here. Yeah, because you guys, you just joined. Hold on, I'll give you a tour. I'll give you a tour of what I've accomplished so far. I'm following this tutorial down here. And this tutorial is great, by the way, if there's anyone looking to learn Live 2D. This person provides you with a model that you could use, which is the exact one you see in the video, so you can follow along exactly and try and like mimic what they do and copy her to like get a feel for it. And of course I'm just like, I did a little bit of that and I'm like, I want to rig my own heckin' models, which adds an extra layer of complexity. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Yum. I'll take some sippy. Okay. So you can see my cursor as well. So here, there's two parts here. There's the parts that are organized here. This is where all the layers, all the different pieces of the model are. And if I mess with this, this will move the order of the model from top to bottom. So this is organized so all the layers are in their proper place. And they all are separated out: eyes, eyelashes, ears, mouth parts, all that stuff. So for example, I have not rigged the mouth yet, but we will eventually get there. So I have done all of the pieces. We got upper lip, bottom lip. We got the upper teeth. I did create kind of a backfill for the teeth because I want to have it so that his teeth are defined, but when the teeth are together, it'll be more of like a smile look. I don't know how that's gonna look, of course. That's just my idea. And then, of course, we have the eye teeth, and they're separated left from right. And then you got the bottom teeth and the tongue and all that stuff. So yeah. So yeah, we got all the parts. And then of course, the first thing that I rigged, and I really do enjoy this, is oh yeah, these are physics. That's some eye physics. Where's the eyes? So yeah, there's the XYs. The eyes can move. Well, actually, I can show you even better. Oh, this would be good. This would be a good test. Okay, hold on. Let's go into here, and then I will turn this on here. Because yeah, this kind of shows you with the physics. Where's angle X? So yeah, he can look left. He can look right. I could also pull it with the mouse, although... Oh yeah, he could look up now, right? You could look up. Oh, that's so cool that he could follow the mouse more. There's still some weirdness, like I have the nose rigged correctly, but for whatever reason, when I pull with the mouse, the nose doesn't really line up with the rest of his nose, which is weird. I don't understand that. Maybe that has something to do with the hierarchies. Maybe I misplaced stuff. Ooh, that's something to look into. But yeah, you could look left, you could look right. Look at that! He's starting to be able to like look up and down. I haven't synthesized corners yet, so can't do like the full smooth round. But oh my god, we're getting there. Jesus, this is so fucking cool. I'm really happy with how he looks looking left and right. And when I say that, I'm only talking about like the front of his face. I realize the back of his skull still looks a little strange. I still have some tweaking to do there before he's perfect, but the fact that he can look like this, I think is so fucking cool. It's so cool. It's a start. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, trying to figure out up and down.
Oh my god, you guys.
Oh my god, it's a ring, you guys. Hi, Blame. Hello. Hi. Spartans never die. They're just missing in action. Spartans? Is there Spartans in Halo? Were you playing Halo? What were you up to? We were just chatting? What were you up to on your channel, Blame? I hope you had a lovely stream. Hello, Raiders! Hi, everyone. Welcome on in. My name is Ripley Boo, and I'm on an artistic journey to create models, fully rigged models. Here's what I've accomplished so far tonight. I have finished him looking left and right. We got angle X more or less complete for the front part of the head. And I've begun to start on him looking down and up. We've begun this process a little bit. Yeah. I'm just trying to like figure out how to make it look not crazy. That's the main challenge that I'm facing right now, is I gotta make it look not crazy. We've begun the Y angle officially, and that's really excited. You reached 300 followers? Hey, congratulations. Yeah. Huge congrats on 300 followers, and here's to many, many more. Hell yeah. Spartan Theme stream, Abigail came up with the raid message. Thank you, Abigail. Very kind and creative. She was thinking of ancient Rome, huh? Hell yeah. But yeah, we be rigging. When am I not rigging? I've been doing so many art streams. When I get the end of the year wrap up, like talking about my year, it's just gonna be like, so you did art, huh? Yes. Ancient Halo. Yeah. The most ancient.